Welcome back to my channel, Govind English Teacher. Today I feel very happy to come before you to talk about a great topic, that is how to learn English language. If you search in YouTube, you will see the plenty of videos regarding how to learn English language. But today I have created a new way how to learn English language in a different way. So where you definitely will enjoy, where you can enlighten yourself regarding English language. So let me say about language. Language is the dress of thought. Your thoughts are naked, but if you use the language as a dress, it will be very beautiful like that. So any language in the world can be acquired by habit forming process, imitation, repetition, rather than understanding application. Today, I would like to talk about, I'm taking today A to Z letters. So regarding all the 7 letters, and as I told you that the 26 letters that rule over the world, and how those the 26 letters very near to our learning language. The first of, let me write the word A for ambition. So ambition. So ambition means a desire to learn, desire to develop, desire to learn something, desire to acquaintance with the language, desire to have something, so the passion towards the thing. So without having desire, without having ambition, you can't learn a language. So that is A for, you should have a good ambition, a great ambition. Then comes the B for bravery. Bravery. That means courage. So many people have the language, they don't know grammar, they know the vocabulary, everything. Because lack of confidence, because lack of what we call courage or bravery, the braveness, boldness, they have some hesitation. So that's the reason for the hesitation is for the lack of bravery. So you must have to pour your heart and mind and soul with the braveness. That is the bravery. Then you can excel your knowledge regarding English language. Then come to the consistency. Consistency very important. Many people, they want to know something, they want to express their ideas, opinions, feelings in English language. So they don't have the consistency, but they speak something, they learn something, after they will have some stop in a break, So you shouldn't take any break, you shouldn't there should be continuous, there should be consistency. Then only you will learn a language very easily. Then for D for determination. Determination, okay. Determination means a strong will, a strong desire. So thinking, so anything, you can't get anything without just only simply wishing. So you can achieve, you can excellent, you can grab. So when you have the determination towards anything, so determination is important. So to learn something, a strong iron will, a strong will that makes you, that catches you, that teaches you, that reaches you when you have the determination. So determination, very important to learn anything, not only English language. So then if then come to effort. So merely having the determination, merely having only ambition, nothing will happen. So there should be effort that you have to put into practice. So success is not in wishing, it is doing. So when you think something, so that will happen, but I have to put into practice in your day-to-day work of life. What will happen? Automatically you can learn. So effort is important. Effort, okay. That is then I come to the F for faith. So faith is power of life. So whatever it means, faith in God, faith in language, faith in yourself, everything is. So faith is very important. Then with the help of the faith, you can learn a language, that is English language. That is G for grammatical competence. Okay, competence. So you know that something you have to know something about the grammatical, some rules and regulations there, say common rules, general grammar, you have to know something. So grammatical competence must be there. So grammatical awareness and grammatical knowledge, so a little bit of grammatical awareness or competence or knowledge very necessary to improve a language, that is English language. Then and H for hard work and smart work. So both are very important to learn a language. So once upon a time when we are learning English language, and those who don't have any facilities, so only you have to, we had to depend on the only books or papers or radio listening only. But nowadays when you have the handout, no, so you will have the world is in your hand. So you, by using the smartphones and by using the smart techniques, you can enlighten, you can learn a language. So that's very important. That is so that is what we call hard work and smart work. And EFGHI. So imitation. So how you learn your mother tongue? Just without grammar, how you learn? Because you imitated that your friends, your father, your mother, your colleagues, your fear. By imitating and repeating the same thing, that so you learn your mother tongue. So that way you should also try to imitate the native speakers, then experienced persons. Then by imitating and by repeating the same thing with your walk of life, when you're with your near and dear with the friends, what will happen? You can learn a language. So imitation is important. That is imitation. And J means journalists. So have to study or read some journals in a joyful manner. So you have to read journals in a joyful manner. So you must have a lot of interest. You must have, you may be enjoying reading stories or novels or comics or jokes. You have to read some journals, so that it will be very helpful to you. And you have to read according to your interest, intentions. You have to read some journals, so that you can enlarge your knowledge of communication skills. Okay, knowledge. Journals. Okay. Then JK. K means knowledge. So you have first of all, whatever you want to say, so you must have some knowledge in your brains. Without having knowledge, how can you? So for that only, to acquire knowledge, you have to grab something, some opportunities, and have to learn something from your peer groups. You have to learn some experienced persons, so that you will have the knowledge. So without having knowledge, how can you express? So the knowledge is important. So first of all, you must have the first hand or best knowledge. Then you can learn any language, like also English. Also you can learn language, knowledge. And then now listening. So there are 4 pillars to a language. That is the first quality. The best quality is the listening. Listening is an art. Listening plays a pivotal role. Listening plays a predominant role in learning a language. So without listening, that is, listening is the receptive skill. So when you have, without having research, how can you produce? So speaking is production. Produce. You can produce. So when you listen something, you have having some receptive skill, then you can protect the skill. That's it. Then listening is important, and by listening one can learn in language. Then to and mistakes are common because we are human. So mistakes are you can say mistakes are common. So don't hesitate and don't feel the fear of failure, while you're talking, while you transact ideas with some your friends and with there. So don't hesitate to talk. Say make mistakes. So have to love to make mistakes. So because English is not our mother tongue, we are not the native speakers. So even the native speakers also, they have, while they're talking, while they're doing something in English language, they're making mistakes. So no problem, and they have to love to make mistakes. Mistakes are common because human, so that we can overcome those mistakes. So then N for novelty. See, so learning a language, there are many methods. Reading books, watching movies and podcasts, listening. A lot of things are there. But if you search on YouTube, you will have a lot of new ways, new approaches, new methods are there. You have to take your because generally people always try to learn something new. So try to know something which are very interested with your very inquisitive to learn something. Now I have to take some new thing, that novelty. So by following the novelty, by reading regarding new things, automatically you can learn a language. So both you can learn the knowledge with also new things, and also you can learn a language. That's very important. Then and O for opportunity. And opportunities won't come. You have to create opportunity. You have to grab the opportunities, So wherever you have, when you try to use the opportunity, automatically you can learn many things. So don't hesitate to take opportunity and have to try to grab the opportunity and wherever, whenever, whatever it may be. So I have to do this like this way, and one can learn a language that is what we call opportunities. Okay, then also, and proper preparation for perfect production of a language. There should be the proper preparation for perfect presentation on stage or something else. So there should be proper preparation for that, and Q for quest. So very interested. So unsaturated desire must be there to learn anything. So it applies in language also. Unsaturated desire, and also PQ or for reading. So listening and reading, they are the two important filler that will receive. That is, the reading is the receptive skill. So without reading, so how can you learn knowledge? How can you learn anything? So listening and reading very important. So reading plays a predominant role and pivotal role like listening. So you have to try to read as many as books or journals or papers or novels or whatever it may be. Then so reading habit to be sustained. Reading habit to be practiced. And yes. Then as for self-confidence. Self-confidence is more important. Many people, they have no knowledge. They have no, they have the knowledge of grammar, vocabulary, syntax, word for everything. But only the main thing, lack of self-confidence. They feel shy, they feel hesitate, and they won't like to try. They won't like to push themselves. You have to push yourself. Nobody will come, and no teacher, no God will. Because you have to motivate yourself. So you have to, with the self-confidence. So I can tell the secret how to get self-confidence. You have to do whatever you feel to do. So if you want to develop self-confidence, you have to do whatever you feel to do. Automatically in the initial, you will have some failures. But after making some mistakes, you can, because your last mistake is you are the best teacher. So your best teacher is your last mistake. So you have to try to come to make mistakes. By committing mistakes, you can overcome. You can make good attempts by, and you can master over any language. That is what we call self-confidence. Then T for teach yourself. Teach yourself, because self-help is the best help, and you know what you are. But so basing on your ideology, basing on your perception, basing of your what we call your requirement, your brain, your intention, emotion, your intellect, you have to make yourself, you have to learn, because self-learning is a great learning. And when you are try to self-learn, it is internal motivation. So when you want to learn something from other, what will happen? It is excellent. So it will stop sometime. But when you have the what we call internal motivation, that means with the help of the self-learning, teach yourself, automatically you can enlarge your experience, enlarge your extend your knowledge in a great, in a good manner. So that's the teach yourself. That is a good strategy. And now then you for usage, because the people know that how to the language, but lack of practice, lack of what we call confidence, they don't like to use. If you don't use, you will lose opportunities, you will lose everything. So usage is important. When you use, you will have everything. If you don't like to use, and you will lose all the things. So usage is important. And also now I come to from the visualization. Visual or learning, you can say visual learning. So visual learning people or students, or they would like to learn more things, they would like to passionate toward the imagery words by watching scenery, by watching picture, by watching something. Because eyes are very important, what we call what we call our sensory organs. You can learn many things. So by visualizing, you can learn many things. You can create what we call language, you can create something about language by visual learning. So that's very important. So each topic, if the because lack of time now, if each topic we can talk at least 5 to 10 minutes. But for the sake of time being, I'm just shortening, trying to optimize abridged and salient features, and I want to make it a short and simple, so that visualized learning is important. And what we call writing ability, writing practice. So writing, whereas writing is what we call, that is a productive skill, as like speaking productive skill, and writing also productive skills. You have to write everything, because writing makes a man perfect. So writing. So before going to bed, you try to write something that will very helpful to your life. So when you at least try to write at least or two or one pages regarding that day happenings, what will happen automatically, you will have the ability how to think in English language, how to think. So by writing, you have a lot of time. But if you want to speak something new, while you're speaking, you may commit many mistakes. But in writing, you have some time, you can take some slots, you can take some what we call gap, and you can write. So by writing diaries, one can enlarge one's what we call the language abilities, language capacities, language what we call experiences. So that's in writing diaries are very important. And also X ways are there, X ways are there to improve, are there to learn a language. Because I have seen a book, that is 1001 ways are there to improve our conversation skills in English language. So the X ways are there to improve, because if you search in YouTube, and there are a lot of, because once we will learn, no, in those days we don't have this much opportunities, but nowadays you will everything at your feet. So by sitting in your room, in a comfort, in a conducive atmosphere, you can make everything. So X ways are there to improve your communication skills. Now come to that, and that is yawning. Why for yawning? So yawning means create a to build a good relation between the people. So in some what we call some regions, no, they have the earning. Because of the earning, they have make a good relationship. So that because language basically can be taken place when you emotionally involve with other people. So when you emotionally involve with other people, what will happen? Automatically, you can have a good bondage. Language can be learned when you emotionally involved in each other. So for that only, have to yearning, have to make some groups, and try to make a good relationship with the other people, so that this is also helps you learn a language. And last letter is zeal. Zeal. Zeal for learning. Zeal for English. Okay. Zeal means a strong desire to learn, to develop, to have something, So have to a great motivation, a great desire to learn something towards English language, that will help you, make you learn English in easy way. So, and in this video, I try to use all the 26 letters, how each word and helps in learning a language, that is basically English language, because we're talking about English language. So by these 26 methods using, and by using 26 ways, one can learn the English language with the confidently, with the effectively, effortlessly, efficiently. So when you desire, when you want something, you have to work for it with the determination, dedication, devotion, with the discipline. One can achieve, one can learn, one can target is what we call successful goal. So you can reach. So because learning is an unbroken community, it doesn't have a destination, it is a journey. We have to learn till our last breath. So like this way, we should always try to update ourselves towards learning a language, learning anything. So thank you for watching my channel or watching this video. And just I have done this done and that without any what we call editing, nothing is there. Whatever I have in my brain, I try to express everything. So while I'm trying to express everything, explain everything, there might correct some mistakes. Some mistakes may be correct in my speech, so you can understand how my language and my fluency, because I haven't prepared. Even though I'm trying to learn, because I want to talk or teach as natural as nature. So I haven't prepared, but there should be a proper preparation for perfect presentation before performance. There should be there, but it's my way, because I want to use my creativity. I want to talk then and there. So that's I'm trying to teach like this. You too try to like that, but one thing, you have to do some homework. But I haven't done homework because of my experience, because of my confidence, and I try to everything to reach you, to teach you, to catch you. Thank you for this great opportunity to talk with you. And if you like, please try to share and subscribe. If you don't like, please skip and okay, leave it. Thank you for watching. Okay, nice.